Because because of some probation thing lah. So it was community service compulsory must do.
Where do you all volunteer?
For our school, for our CIP. Foods Home was because it was part of our school CIP.
Why didn't you continue volunteering after that?
After that, I'm so busy with my job. You know, when we graduate, we got a career. Then we got married. We got growing children, babies, all that. Yeah.
自己的工都做不完。
没有时间是不是？
好咯。
如果有时间的话，会不会？
会考虑啦。
Time and money. Right now it's time and money.
A few times, but now because of school times, I've been busy with studies and stuff. It's too busy to be working and stuff. But now I also regularly donate blood, and I try to aim to be champion donor in probably 11 years time, 12 years time.
The most used reason about not volunteering is because we don't have time. Singaporeans are very busy people.
Time is actually that we know how to manage time. It's not that we don't have a time.
If you're going to do volunteer work, you have to take bus fare there. And then sometimes the kid will reveal to you, or whoever, whatever age, they will reveal to you what are their needs. No? So you are being compelled to fork out some money. So when you have no money, you felt very, angry, within you can't even help with some money.
So would you consider going back if you have more time?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, why is that so?
Because now that I'm free, my children are grown up, and definitely if I have time, I'm thinking of going back, maybe to minister to the old folk. Yeah.
I would say people these days are pretty selfish. They only care about themselves. They only care about people around. Complacency. Taking things for granted, and I believe that's one of the reasons.
I went to Thailand and I went to India for one of those youth expedition projects.
What do you do there?
We taught English, we raised funds to build schools and stuff like that.
Okay. So why is it that you don't volunteer here?
I guess I'm caught up with school and all that, so not much time. I mean, it's excuses, but yeah.
During this economic recession, downturn and all, do you think more people should volunteer?
I don't know, but then if they are not so affected by the downturn, I think they will volunteer. Or maybe out of this downturn situation, they see volunteering as a way to get out of their condition, to volunteer, and then they develop a positive attitude, change their mindset, to relieve them of their own situation, stop looking inwardly,
They in this hard time, they are just thinking, how am I going to make more money when the tide turns around, But I think it's the wrong thing to do. They should help. Sometimes I tell myself, why God don't give me more money so that I can go and help.
What if you can't find a job? Because, there's a recession now.
Mm-hmm. What if I can't find a?
Is that an option?
I guess so, but that would be worst come to worst lah. I mean, whatever it is, I'll try to look for a job first.
But what are the things that you get out of volunteering? Come on, encourage our youngsters.
It's the smile that you see in the people when you're done volunteering, and especially when they say thank you to you. I believe that's the most memorable thing that you can get.
Aww. Okay, well, let's face it. Actually, volunteering needs a lot of effort, and it takes
a lot of resources, a lot of commitment.
Correct.
So in this time of downturn, how can we even expect to help others when we can't even help ourselves?
Got to fend for ourselves first. So you think we should volunteer during the recession?
Actually, it's amazing. I think when you help others, you help yourself. I think it works that way. Instead of focusing, like that lady said, instead of focusing on all your little problems, then you look at the real problems that other people have, and you actually feel, wow, maybe it's not so bad. I might not have a job, or I might not have, a big car or anything, but I have a roof over my head. I have parents. I have legs. I can do things. I mean, there's so many things to be grateful for in life. So instead of focusing on all the negatives.
Yeah, well said. How about you?
Well, for every child that I work with, they teach me different things. They teach me, courage. They teach me to not to take things for granted. And they show me how, lucky I am in this world to be able to give back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe
Does Make-A-Wish actually offer transportation allowance?
Yes, they're very generous in that sense. Yeah, so the volunteers are pretty well taken care of.
Okay. Pretty well taken care of. Could you elaborate a little bit about that?
Well, transportation cost is taken care of to and fro, when we visit the wish child. And then on the day itself, we do have funds to create the party or the event. So we do have money to work around with. But also most of us, we give our own little toys or own little token of appreciation to the wish child of the family.
Okay, so is it true that actually you really do need a bit of cash before you can volunteer?
Not really. I think it's a misconception. You don't really, you can donate, but not necessarily through money. You can donate your time. I think that is the most valuable thing. Yeah.
Correct. How about for you? Do you have to fork out some money to volunteer?
Yeah, normally there are costs associated to it, whether it's transport costs or things that you want to do afterwards for the children. There's a bit of money involved.
Yeah, but it's
not
fine,
a huge
right?
amount of money. Compared to the amount of money we spend when we go out with our friends and stuff.
Have either of your organizations actually turned a volunteer away before, for whatever reasons?
Is that possible?
With the teaching, yes, because you need to be committed, and when you volunteer, you have to. It's like a small interview. They ask you why you want to volunteer, and then they want to make sure that you don't, you don't not show up after 2 or 3 weeks.
I think for us, it's more of the character and personality on how we can handle, difficult situations or children with life-threatening diseases. So we do have to submit a few referrals for character check. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel that volunteering is not easy. So can you guys give us some tips on how to maintain and what is the motivation for volunteering so that people will be able to fork out the time, because I'm motivated to do this?
I don't know about motivating somebody else to volunteer, because I think it has to be intrinsic in that person that you want to do it. I don't think I've ever really gone up to somebody and go, oh, please come and volunteer. Maybe I say, yeah, come and help us out for this weekend. So if there's something going on and we need help, yeah, you can drag somebody to come and help, but it's a one-off thing. If you want somebody to be committed long term, it has to come from inside.
Okay, so there's no way that we can force people to volunteer.
Oh, volunteering to me is a very good energy booster. Every time I finish, a wish, I feel very energized because I've done something good. I've made, be it a big or a small difference, but it makes me feel good. And I'm happy seeing them happy. So especially in this, tough times, when there's so much of doom and gloom, I would strongly encourage people to volunteer.
Yeah, correct. In fact, I talked to Mr. Peter Koo. He is the sort of the CEO of Straits Times Pocket Money Fund, and he suggested during this recession, we should, if you unfortunately get retrenched or you are jobless, the best thing to do is to volunteer, because, you might be able to build up your portfolio, your resume. Well, of course, we are not going to say, I volunteer because I want to build up my resume, but that is a good alternative, I feel. What do you all think?
Great networking, I think. If you're out there, it's better than wasting your life away at home in front of the TV, out there making a difference, meeting people. And I think you learn a skill set. Not only do you contribute, normally you learn from other people, and working in any organization you learn. So it's a good idea, definitely.
Yeah. Has volunteering benefited you in this kind of ways before?
Yes, because I taught Sunday school and everything, but I never worked with children with handicaps, and that was very different. You need to learn how to deal with these children and how to deal with people with handicap. Their wheelchairs, their different needs, and how to talk to them. It's all. I was never exposed to that before, and it was new.
Okay, nice. How about you? For you?
In fact, I took 6 months off before I joined my this company, doing full-time volunteering. And in fact, I got offered a few jobs during the course of volunteering.
Wow.
So definitely, I agree with Elaine. Networking, it's a very good way to network with people. And also, when I went for job interviews, they see volunteering experience as something very favorable. Yeah,
because it shows something about you.
Yeah, you can you have work-life balance, and you can apply your skills outside of the work scope. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, and I think for me, it's very important to do something that you like and you can do, you know how to do. And for me, I volunteered to do up this karaoke MTV for HCA Hospice Care. And if you haven't already know, it actually takes care of terminally ill patients. And before we go off, let's take a look at this video that a schoolmate and I put together. And of course, thank you, Jasemin and Elaine, for coming to our show. You guys are great volunteers.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you, and good night.